going to... Man the fuck up, Comey. We're going. Alright, I've psyched myself up for this. It's going to take a lot of courage for me to go back. Still, I have to do it. Mitsumi, I won't leave you to face Christmas all alone. I promised, after all. Damn straight. As I wander into the cafe, I see a familiar figure standing by a table. Mitsumi is holding a drink clay close to her chest, her fingers digging into its hard surface. She turns around and sees me. For a moment, she seems to be at a loss for words. What are you doing here? I said I'd help, didn't I? Even an idiot has to keep his promises. I have no say whether you or not you can work here, so do as you wish. And I'm gonna help my friend. No. She offers no response. Because you fuck up everything that comes out of your mouth, you idiot, Koji. The day grows busier and busier. Yet this time I keep pace the whole way. Mitsumi is getting dishes out faster than the customers can order them. I understand the hyperbole, but if food shows up and you just sit, "Here, take your seat, sir. Thank you. And here's your food." I didn't even order anything. The entire time, she tries her best not to look at me. You did something to upset her, huh? The cafe owner's looking over my shoulder as I continue to clean some dishes. We had a fight, yeah. I want to make things right. Do that soon, would you? It's affecting business. She's been down. I noticed. When you can read her feelings, you know something is wrong. So whatever you did, you'd better fix it, Koji. That girl is completely lost right now. Right, I'll do my best. Itsumi passes by at that moment. She's trembling with every step. Itsumi, please. Hear me out when you have the chance? Fine. She doesn't say anything else. Instead, she focuses on the job and keeps the dishes flowing out of the kitchen. Eventually, the crowds die down and we have the time to actually talk. We sit down from across each other. Itsumi still looks shaken. I barely know what to say. There is a very obvious. For a moment, we just drink in the awkwardness, unsure of what to do. Eventually, Itsumi breaks the silence. Why did you come back? Because I wanted to answer your feelings. You're right, I was being indecisive. But I'm gonna tell you now. I like you, Itsumi. And I admit, I regretted I never said anything too. Okay, thank you. Thank you, okay. Do you really mean it? Are you just telling me what I want to hear, Koji? Why would I do that? I know you can see right through me. I can't lie to you. You know I'm telling the truth. Ooh, very good. Turn that on her. Yes, I'd know right away if you were lying. That's right. That's how well I know you. She leans over and puts her face down on the table. Koji, it's hard to just forget. It's not as simple as saying sorry and that you want to make things right. You have to prove it. That's why I'm here. I was scared of facing you again, but I knew I had to do it eventually. You were suffering. I saw it in your face, in your actions. I know saying sorry isn't good enough, but I always want to do my best. I can see her tearing up a bit. Koji, I really do love you. And it really hurt when I said those things to you yesterday. But that's how I felt. I wanted you to notice me, senpai. But you saw the whole time and chose to say nothing. I know, I thought about it. I realized that if someone knew my feelings but never answered, I'd be angry too. You didn't do anything wrong, Itsumi. Even so, I was being harsh. It's okay. Couples fight all the time, don't they? No, they don't. That's not right, Koji. But we aren't a couple. I reach across the table and take a hold of her hand. Then why don't we change that, Itsumi? Oh, smooth! Koji, my boy! That was smooth as fuck. For the first time in her life, she actually looks embarrassed. I finally cut through her apathetic personality. I wouldn't dislike that. Actually, I'd really like it. I can feel her fingers slip between mine. After all, we've known each other for so long, haven't we? That's right. Who would make a better couple than us? She was upset, but I can see a gentle smile forming. I've been waiting a long time for you to say that to me. Thank you, Koji. So are we going to spend Christmas Eve together? Absolutely. It'll be our first date. I find it so strange to be saying that. Even with all those feelings, we never actually went on a date. Or did anything as lovers. Then we'll have to make up for lost time, won't we? Yes, we will. She stands up from the table, brushing the tears from her eyes. Break's nearly over, Koji. The rest of the shift is easy, but do your best. Don't worry, Itsumi. We'll take on whatever comes together. Well, this is it. It's Christmas Eve. One of the single most important days of the year. I originally thought that I'd be completely alone for this day. And yet here I am, feeling nervous about what's going to happen next. That's just normal when you're going out on a date with a cute girl, right? Itsumi? I'm so sorry that I wasn't honest with you all those years ago. But I was afraid of what would happen if we got too close. I shouldn't worry about that now. Pointlessly complaining about things I can't change is stupid. I'm gonna take her on a date just like I should have done years ago. I want her to remember this night. I want her to treasure this as one of her most precious memories. That sweet, straightforward girl who I knew all those years ago. I can't believe that she hasn't changed at all since then. Itsumi, I never wanted to admit it to myself, but I felt something for you too. Something more than just friendship. From this point forward, I'll be honest with my feelings. You deserve that much, at the very least. Let's have as much fun as we can this Christmas Eve. Just like it was all those years ago. Here I am, waiting for Itsumi to arrive. It's almost time for our date, and if this is where it takes a doki doki dark turn, I'm going to lose my mind. Who would have thought that I was going to date my childhood friend? It seems like something out of a romance novel. After being separated for years, the two lovers reunite and their love for each other is rekindled. No one ever says what happens after that. Is it because it turns out alright? I don't know. I'm hardly an expert on romance. I mean, I handled Itsumi's feelings with the grace of an ogre. I don't know, Shrek was pretty graceful. What are you doing in my Itsumi? But I shouldn't worry about that right now. I feel so nervous about this date. Even though she's done some pretty shameless things in front of me, it feels different now. It's natural to get nervous around the person you like, I guess. A knock comes on the door. I guess this is it. When I open the door, she's wearing her casual clothes. Hey, Koji. Hey. Not dressing up for tonight? No, I do enough of that at work. And I only want you to be looking at me tonight. It seems like she really means that, too. This night is just for us. So let's make the most of it. Feels weird. This will be our first date. I don't know how to feel about it. All I know, Itsumi, is that I'm happy. That's a very good way of putting it, Koji. Right. This just feels like it should have happened a long time ago. Hey, don't worry about it. We're together now. That's the important thing, right? Of course. I finally got a chance to confess my feelings. Meeting you again this Christmas was the greatest present I could have asked for, Koji. It's not something I really saw before, but Itsumi was always an incredibly cute girl. Even more so right now. She's actually shy. This side of her is amazingly cute. Anyway, where would you like to go for our date? Wherever you want, Itsumi. No, Koji, my boy, let me tell you something. You always have to have a plan A and a plan B. Never go in with the, whatever you want. After all, you've been working this entire time. Cut loose and have as much fun as you want. Okay. I don't know where I want to go, so let's just walk around downtown and see what we find. Sounds great to me. She takes a step to stand right next to me. Slowly, she leans into me until she's resting on my shoulder. Aw, wholesome. Her hand slips into mine. She's wearing a glove. Okay. I don't understand. Why was it so hard to do that? I wanted to do it the entire time, but I always stopped myself. Why is it so hard, Koji? What's easy for one person might be hard for another. That's just life. But you were able to do it in the end, right? Isn't that what matters instead of wishing for a different life? Yes. She practically drags me out of the apartment, smiling the entire time. Come on, we need to leave nice and early. You don't want to miss anything, do you? Not at all. Hey, there's a Christmas tree there. Downtown is absolutely booming. I don't think it was ever this busy in the last town I lived. Oh no, we can't see, Oh no, I don't remember what the name of the thing behind there was. It started with an M, I remember that. Everyone is out on the town tonight, it seems. Looks like the Christmas rush is well and truly on. I'm glad I'm not working tonight. Look at these crowds. How much business does your cafe get on Christmas Eve? During the night, I mean. I'd say at least double the business we get during the day. Are you sure they're gonna be okay? Don't worry, they'll be fine. Yeah, I don't care. I'm not on shift. They knew that I was planning to do this from the start. You were planning our date that early? Yeah, I didn't know if I was gonna go on a date or not, but I planned ahead just in case. I made sure everyone knew, including my boss. He's surprisingly lenient with how much he relies on you. It's because he relies on me that he agreed to this. All of the other staff need practice, he said. How cruel. No, at least I'm not there right now. Don't worry about them, Koji. Just worry about us. What would you like to do first? I have no idea. Then you'll let me decide? Go ahead. We should get ice cream. Isn't it all... Koji, you said you gave her the choice and then you're like questioning the choice? You should roll with it, man. We always ate ice cream on Christmas Eve. Ice cream in front of the fire was one of the best parts of Christmas Eve. Come to think of it, eating ice cream in front of a fireplace was always a bad idea. Remember how it would melt and get everywhere? That was the best part. Even though we had to clean it up afterwards. Yeah, there was the time that your parents had the new carpet put in, and we were told that we were absolutely not allowed to eat the ice cream there. But we did it anyway, and they got really angry. But it was worth it. Yep, I don't have a single regret about ice cream, even if it was a bad idea. Sometimes bad ideas are the best ideas. It doesn't take long until we find somewhere selling it. We end up sitting on a bench to eat the ice cream. Itsumi's looking to me, though. Hey, Koji? She reaches towards my face. What is it? Her finger brushes over my cheek. You got some ice cream on your face. She licks it off her finger. Delicious. Okay. I can't help but blush from the gesture. Right. It seems I'm weak towards cuteness instead of lewdness. Who would have imagined? What are you so embarrassed over, you pervert? Can't handle being touched by your childhood friend? Hey, I'm not embarrassed at all. I know when you're lying. There's no need to be bashful around me, Koji. We're adults, aren't we? Mm-hmm. I still can't help but feel nervous. At first she was shy, but now she's becoming incredibly confident. Is she already comfortable with the idea of dating me? She had to have been, otherwise she wouldn't have said yes. Don't forget to finish your ice cream. You can't spend the whole night lost in thought. Right. We finish, and Itsumi looks very pleased. Ice cream during Christmas still tastes great as ever. Don't you think, Koji? Now that she mentions it, I did enjoy that. I don't think I've ever had ice cream during Christmas since I saw you. Itsumi shakes her head. Don't dwell on the past. You told me that. Here and now is what matters. Come on, let's go have a look at the Christmas tree. She takes me by the hand and tugs me off the bench. Aww. Good. I like this. Good, wholesome content. We had to go through some sus things to get here, but good, wholesome content. In front of the brilliant Christmas tree downtown, Tsumi smiles. Her face reminds me of how she used to smile every Christmas Eve. It's in this moment that I realize why I love her so much. The shimmering lights of the Christmas tree dance around her, giving her an almost angelic appearance. For a moment, I'm lost in how beautiful she looks. Gently squeezing my hand, she guides me through the crowd. Eventually, we stop right in front of the Christmas tree. Her eyes lock onto mine. You have beautiful eyes, Koji. Has anyone ever told you that? Can't say that they have. Why? When we first met, that was the first thing I noticed about you. They say that eyes are the windows into the soul, and I liked what I saw in yours. They were truly beautiful. They are truly beautiful. I guess that's where my feelings started, even if I didn't know it at the time. Then, when we spent our first Christmas together, her attention sweeps over the entire square briefly. Whenever I see candy canes or decorations or trees, they all remind me of you, Koji. Koji and Christmas will always be one and the same to me. Her smile grows wider and wider as she looks at me. Koji, the day I left you was the single greatest regret that I ever had in my life. Nothing I ever did compared to having to leave you behind, Koji. When I was in the car on my way to this town, I felt like crying the entire time. Hey, don't worry about that, okay? I keep telling you, I'm right here now. I'm traumatized by Doki Doki. I'm waiting for something bad to happen. I have no intention of letting you go. Seriously traumatized by Doki Doki. I'm waiting for the terrible twist. That's right. She grabs my hands, holding tightly. Her eyes are shining. I love you, Koji. I wish I had the courage to say it earlier. But I finally did it. I want to be with you again. Please, no matter what, don't let anything pull us apart. Promise me that you'll be there no matter what happens. She holds out her hand to me. With no hesitation, I take it. I promise, Itsumi. We'll be together forever. Thank you. I know you're someone who keeps his promises. With you by my side, I know that everything is going to be wonderful. There's magic in this moment. I can just feel it. The mood is right. The atmosphere is right. And she's looking at me with so much love in her eyes. Koji, I want to do something. May I? Whatever you like, Itsumi. Okay. Then close your eyes for a moment. I want it to be a surprise? Closing my eyes, I think I know what's coming next. I feel something soft press up against my lips. Don't open your eyes, you crazy son of a bitch. She stays there for the longest time. I can feel the heat radiating from her. Okay. Okay, you didn't pull a weirdo. As I slowly open my eyes, Itsumi looks back at me. I have finally had my first kiss. I couldn't think of anyone I would rather give it to. She looks up at the starry sky. I wonder if Santa knew what I wished for this year. Maybe she did. She? Well, the night is still young, Koji. There's so much more I want to do before Christmas. She takes me by the hand again. Will you come with me? Of course I'll come with you. I'm so glad. For Christmas, I reunite with my old childhood friend. Her love survives the test of time. Now, I know there won't be another time that I will ever be separated from her again. This is the story of how I fell in love with my childhood friend on Christmas Eve. I don't know what's going to happen from there, but if it's with her, then I'm ready for it. Hey! Happy ending! Merry Christmas, everybody! I hope 2021 has treated you all like kings and queens. To 2022! Till next time, guys. Later.